Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we'll talk about thymeleaf selection expression. Guys, as you know that thymeleaf provides multiple variants of the expression language. We have already discussed the very first one, which is thymeleaf variable expression. Here is the video, you can just go through it if you want to. Now guys, in this video we'll talk about the second type or second category, which is selection expression. Guys, selection expression, this is how the syntax looks like. In variable expression we use $sign, but in case of selection expression we use asterisk or the star and then curly braces to read the object properties. Alright, in the very first example we'll read the object values or the object properties by using thymeleaf selection expression. Alright, second example, we'll use thymeleaf selection expression to take the user input. Okay, let me just go and start the IDE. Let's go and create a new project. Guys, I'm going to create a Spring Boot starter project. Let's call it thymeleaf selection expression. Alright, and the package name is com.okjava.selection expression. Click on next. Let's go and add two dependencies, Spring Web and thymeleaf. Next, click on finish. So guys, what are we going to do here? We'll first go and create our index page. Index page will have two links. One is to view the novel details, right? And then we'll have second link to add a novel, right? We'll have view novel page. We'll also have add novel page. All right. Now guys, let's go and create our index page. So I'll go to templates folder and let's go and create a new HTML file. HTML, let's go and call it index only. Index.html. Alright, let's change it to index and let's go and add h1 tag here. Learning thymeleaf selection expression. Okay, that is what we are going to call it. Now guys, as I said, we are going to have two links here, right? So the very first we'll use href equals to /view novel. View novel is the mapping, right? And let's give it a name, view novel, right? And then similarly we'll go and add another link here, but this time let's call it add novel. Okay, add novel. Alright guys, now let's do one thing. Let's go and create a controller. Let's go and create a controller, new class, create a package first, controller, and let's call it index controller. Okay, let's use the controller annotation. Now we'll go and create a function. Let's call it index page. Let's go and add a mapping here. So we are going to add a get mapping here. Get mapping on root. Okay guys, just go and add a function here, say view novel page, right? This function, and will return view novel. Okay, so this is my HTML page. We don't have the page yet, but yeah, we are going to have very soon. And then get mapping on this particular mapping, view novel. Okay, similarly we'll go and we'll create another function to add a novel. Okay, so let's go here, public string add novel. So basically this is add novel page, right? And we'll use the get mapping here again on this particular path /add novel. Okay, return, I'm going to return add novel is my UI, which we don't have yet. We'll create very soon. Okay, now guys, let's go and create two HTML pages. One is to view and second one is to add. Okay, so I'm going under templates, under resources. Let's go and create an HTML file. Let's call it view novel. Click on finish. View novel. Let's go and add h1 here. View novel page. That's it for now, but we'll come back to this one. And we are going to add another page, which is add novel. Okay, so let's go to templates, create HTML page and give it a name, add novel.html, and then click on finish. Add novel, let's go and add one h1 here, add novel page. Simple. We'll come back to this one. Now guys, let's go and quickly verify our application. At least we'll make sure that our links are working. Okay, run the Spring Boot app. Let's go to browser, localhost 8080. Okay, so guys, I can see here learning thymeleaf selection expression. view novel and add novel. So if I click on view, it says view novel page, and if I click on add, it says add novel page. So we are good, right? Let's go back. Now guys, we are going to add a VO class. Let's go and create a package here, VO, and let's call it novel. Okay, so basically we are going to add some attributes to this Java class. So this is our bean, right? I will add private string, let's call it a title, private string, let's call it published, private int the number of pages, private double, and then next one is for price, double price, and then last one is going to be a string for genre. Right guys, let's go and create getter setters for all these. Let's go and create a parameterized constructor. Let's go and create a default constructor. Alright, so our bean is ready. You can call it VO, bean, or model, doesn't matter, same thing, right? Now it's time to add a new controller. Let's go and create a novel controller. Alright, so let's go and use @controller annotation. Okay, remove this particular function. Let's go and add this to novel controller here. Now what I want to do is I will go and create a novel object myself here. Novel object equals to novel equals to new. Why? Because I want to display some data. Okay, I want to read the attributes, the values of this particular object on the view novel page by using thymeleaf selection expression. Alright, so let's go and add some title here. Let's call it one Indian girl, published date. I'm taking date in a string for now. I don't know the exact date, but let's go with this one. Number of pages, say 280, right? And then price, say 550.00, and genre is going to be a fiction novel, right? Let's go and add a model here so that we can, let's go and import model org.springframework.ui, right? And then model dot add attribute. So attribute name I will keep same, let's call it novel, and here also novel, right? So basically this particular parameter will hold my novel object. Okay, now guys, it's time to go back to the view novel selection expression. That is what we are going to cover in this video, right guys? So I'm going to create a div tag. I will explain why do we need a div tag. H2 tags here. Why do we need H2 tags? To display the novel data, novel information, right? So for example, title, right? Let me just do copy paste for this one. Title, price, pages, and genre, right? Title, then published date, right? And here we'll go with the pages, and then I want to display price and genre, right guys? Now guys, as I said earlier that we use selection expression to read the object properties, right? So let's go and capture the object, right? So th::object is the tag that we use to get access to the object. Now our object name is novel. If I go to novel controller, here I can see this is the name which we have given, right? So this particular parameter will hold our novel object, and that is what we are going to use it here. Okay, now guys, here it says undefined attribute name th::object. Why? Because this is your HTML page, it doesn't know anything about the thymeleaf tags, right? So let's go and add XML namespace. th://www.thymeleaf.org. Now you see this is happy. Okay, now it's time to go and make use of selection expression. How do we write? Asterisk sign and curly braces. Now I'm not going to use novel.title to read the title. What I will do, I will simply use property name, right? So for example, if I have to read published, so what I will do, I'll go to text equals to star, and then this is my field name, published. Okay, I'll do same for pages, th::text equals to asterisk sign, curly braces, and the attribute that we want to read. Okay, we'll do same for price, th::text equals to asterisk sign, curly braces, and price. We'll do same for genre. th colon text equals to asterisk sign is my selection expression, okay, and then genre. Alright guys, so this is cool. Now it's time to run our application. Let's go and stop and restart our application. Refresh, click on view novel. So what do you see? Novel information, one Indian girl, published date, number of pages. Let me just go and add some text here. Label, basically title, published, pages. I can put this inside the label as well, but I'm just writing. Let's go and restart. Refresh. Okay, so you see here title, published date, number of pages, price, and fiction. Right guys, so this is how you can go and make use of thymeleaf expression language to read the object properties. Alright guys, so here we are done with the one example. Now we'll go and make use of thymeleaf selection expression to take the user input. Alright, so let's go to our add novel and let's go and add some input. Type equals to, and I'm going to use th colon filled. So this is the thymeleaf tag to take the user input, and I'm going to use the selection expression. Alright guys, now it says it doesn't know anything about th colon filled, it's undefined attribute. Let's go and add XML namespace colon th equals to https colon www.thymeleaf.org. So this guy is happy now. Let's go and do same for the other as well. Right, so we are going to do this one for published. Then we have number of pages. Then we have price, and then we have genre. So we are going to take these inputs from the user. Now we also need a button here. Button type equals to submit, and let's add novel. Now guys, we need to go and make use of a form tag, right? Because this is a form to take the user input, correct? Now similar to the HTML, we are going to add an action here, but this time we are going to use th colon action, which is thymeleaf action tag, okay? And the syntax is @ curly braces and slash add novel. So this is the mapping where I will write the logic, right? And then method. So this is going to be a post call, right guys? Novel data. Okay, and let's go and create this mapping in our. We are going to create a function here. Public string add novel data, right? And then return. What I can do is I can go to the next screen, or we can display a success message on the same screen on add novel page on the same page. Okay, let's go and create a post mapping here, right? Post mapping on this particular slash add novel data, right guys? Now we are dealing with the form, right? So we'll use model attribute of type novel object. Let's call it novel and then novel, and then let's go and add a model here, because we want to display. So this particular model attribute read the user input, and this model is to display the data on a screen. So model dot add attribute. Let's go and create a message here. Message, let's call it novel added successfully. Okay, now guys, what we will do, I'm going to do one more thing, and I will explain that in a moment. Model dot, and let's go and add novel object, new novel. Okay, so it's time to restart our application. Alright guys, let's go to the application. Let's go to localhost 8080. Now guys, if I go to view novel, so this was working earlier, this is as it is, there is no change. Now let's go to add novel. So it says there is an error. Okay guys, now we need to add one more thing. If I go back to novel of add novel.html page, we forgot to add the object. So th colon object equals to novel. Okay, now I'm going to restart our application. I just want to make sure that our application is up and running. This application restarted. Let's go and hit localhost 8080. So view novel, so this is working fine. And if I go to add novel, here is a problem. Okay, so let's go and see the error message. What it says that the problem is here, exception processing template add novel. Okay, why? Because if I go to our index controller here, we are simply navigating to the add novel page, right? But if you go to add novel page, here we are expecting this object novel, right, which is missing there. So what I will do, I'll go to index controller, I will add a model here, right? And then okay, let me just go on import and model dot add attribute, let's call it novel, that is our object name. And here I will create a new object, new novel. Okay, what it says, let's go and import. Alright guys, now let's go and restart our application one more time. So let's go back to the screen, let's go and hit localhost 8080, click on add novel. So everything is good now, right? Now here I can go and add some data, right? I can add the novel details, right? But before that, let's do one thing. We don't even have the logic, right? Do we have? Oh, okay, we have it here, guys. Okay, so we have the logic to add. I don't have access any logic to store the data into the database, but what do I have is I'll get the data here, and then I'm going to print a message on the screen saying novel added successfully. Okay, so let's go and make use of this message. We need to display a message, right? So what I will do, I will use a div tag here, and then th colon text equals to message. Save. Let's go and restart our application. Okay, so localhost 8080. Let's go and click on add novel. I want to add, say, one Indian girl, then published date, something 20, some random date I'm putting here, then number of pages, price, and here I will write the genre, says fiction novel, and click on add novel. So what do you see? It says novel added successfully. Okay, so guys, here inside this particular function you can write your own logic to add novel to database. You can do that yourself. Okay guys, so this is how you can go and make use of thymeleaf selection expression to take the user input. Alright, now guys, let me explain one more point here. Say here we are reading all these attributes from this particular object. Now what if I try to read these two values, price and genre, outside of this div tag? Say here, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, stop and start our application, localhost 8080, and click on view novel. So what do you see? You can see title, one Indian girl, published pages, but there is no price, there is no genre, right? Why? Because your object, th colon object, has a scope inside the div only, and we are trying to read price and genre outside of the div tag, right? So basically we are trying to read these two outside of the scope, right? So that's why it is not working. Now if I go and put it back, it will work fine. Okay, localhost 8080, click on view novel, and then you see here fiction and the price. Why? Because now I'm trying to read these values or these properties inside the scope of this th colon object, inside the scope of the object. Okay, can I use same object twice? For example, if I use th colon object equals to dollar, and then let's call it novel, right? And then this time I'm going to add, yeah, let's use these two tags only, title or unpublished. Okay, so I will just write h2 reading the same object again. Simple, right? I want to read the same object again, but inside the new division tag. Okay, Let me just stop. Let's go localhost 8080 and click on view novel. So this is the, and then here you see reading the same object, I can see the title and publish date, right? So guys, point is you always have to make sure that you are reading the object properties within the scope, okay? And you can reuse the same object. This is how it is. Alright guys, I hope you guys are getting it. How can we go and make use of thymeleaf selection expression to read the object properties, right? And we have also seen how can we use selection expression to take the user input with the th:\fill tag. Alright guys. So guys, I hope you have got some idea. Thank you for watching and please do subscribe my channel.